Let's take a closer look at Elon Musk's involvement, regardless of whether or not he's engaged in any inappropriate activities. I'm not implying that he is. I'm simply suggesting that it's worth examining. Believe it or not, Joe Biden, the President of the United States, has some concerns about the man who revolutionized the world with electric cars and self-landing rockets. It may sound absurd initially, but what if I told you that Biden's apprehension towards Musk is not entirely unfounded? Now, before we discuss this in detail, please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon. Out of all the influential and wealthy individuals in today's world, Elon Musk stands out as one of the few who openly criticizes the Biden administration's shortcomings and points out the corruption within his family. Despite their attempts to hide it, Joe Biden is not one to passively accept these criticisms, and he seems determined to take down the billionaire and his company, Tesla, by any means necessary. It certainly raises concerns and doesn't seem quite right. The core issue here lies in the Democratic Party's excessive influence from unions and trial lawyers, particularly those involved in class action suits. It's difficult not to agree with Musk on this matter. The Democratic Party has gained a reputation for its strong ties to unions and other questionable organizations. Yet, despite this, it's hard to find any interview with President Biden where he doesn't express support for the electric vehicle (EV) industry, green energy initiatives, and his administration's efforts to promote the growth of EV manufacturing in the United States. However, amidst all praise and support for electric vehicles, Biden's favoritism towards unions has led him to consistently overlook a major automaker that has made a significant contribution to the industry for years and is responsible for most EVs on the road today. Let's consider an example to shed light on the situation. President Biden organized an event at the White House to acknowledge and celebrate the efforts of electric vehicles (EV) companies. Surprisingly, one significant company was noticeably absent from the event: Tesla. It seems puzzling to celebrate the growth of EVs without the presence of the world's largest EV manufacturer. During the event, President Biden was joined by executives from companies like Ford, General Motors, and Stellantis. However, these companies have only recently begun their journey into the EV industry and currently make up a small portion of their overall sales in the United States. Biden further fueled criticism when he specifically praised GM and Ford, neglecting to mention the presence of the EV giant Tesla. This omission caught people's attention. All eyes were now on Biden and his every move. Biden didn't back down and continued to emphasize his point. He reiterated in a tweet following the summit, "I meant it when I said the future would be made right here in America. Companies like GM and Ford are building more electric vehicles here at home than ever before." If you notice the obvious exclusion, it's safe to assume that Elon Musk noticed it and wasn't pleased. He responded to the president in his trademark sarcastic style, hinting at Tesla with the words, "starts with a T, ends with an A, ESL in the middle." Musk, however, wasn't satisfied with this indirect reference. After all, if the largest EV maker is not invited to participate in such an event, it's natural for people to point out its hypocrisy. So he tweeted again, referring to the president as a damp sock puppet in human form. On the other hand, Biden failed to mention the name of the company responsible for most of the cars he claims to admire so much. Instead, he praised GM and Ford, despite their relatively low sales figures in 2021. Even if we combine the sales of GM and Ford for the entire year, they still won't come close to matching Tesla's sales of almost 1 million vehicles. Why has the Biden administration overlooked Elon Musk and Tesla despite their dedication to helping the EV industry? The answer is quite simple: unions. It's important to understand that the UAW, or the United Automobile Workers, have been waging an aggressive campaign against Tesla, filled with baseless claims, all in an attempt to unionize the company. If you take for a moment to watch this interview, you'll quickly see that Elon Musk has a strong dislike for unions, and his past tweets only reinforce this sentiment. He would rather face great challenges than give in to joining a union. As a result, Tesla stands as one of the few major automakers that remains non-unionized. While the Biden administration has shown unwavering support for unions, it's crucial to remember that President Biden represents not just the interests of the union members, but all Americans. It's unfair for a president to dismiss Tesla. Considering the tremendous effort the company has invested in manufacturing its cars and bringing attention to an industry that many, including traditional automakers, have ignored for years. Without Tesla's groundbreaking advancements, would these legacy automakers have even bothered to give electric vehicles a second thought? Even though the president is strongly advocating for union interests in the auto industry, he's also made significant efforts to promote EVs. Recently, companies manufacturing electric vehicles were granted a $7,500 tax credit to make EVs more appealing to buyers. With such an attractive incentive, one would expect Tesla to be among the first companies to benefit from it. However, that wasn't the case because Tesla is not affiliated with a union. The $7,500 tax break is part of the Build Back Better initiative, which the Biden administration is working on. This initiative also includes a substantial investment of $7.5 billion in developing electric vehicle charging infrastructure. Interestingly, Elon Musk has expressed his skepticism about the necessity of such an infrastructure. He's previously voiced his opinion on tax incentives and government subsidiaries for U.S. businesses, particularly EV companies. Musk wonders why the oil and gas industry thrived without extensive government funding and why the EV industry, which is already a multi-billion-dollar industry, shouldn't succeed on its own merits. He believes that the government should focus on being impartial referees rather than actively participating in the industry. Why doesn't Elon Musk join a union if it would benefit Tesla and alleviate their challenges? The answer is straightforward. Musk believes that the UAW's objectives does not align with the mission of his company and the broader EV industry. He's expressed his view that the UAW played a significant role in the decline of the once thriving U.S. auto industry. According to Musk, their actions contributed to the bankruptcy of GM and Chrysler, resulting in the loss of over 200,000 jobs that were supposed to be protected. Additionally, recent corruption charges faced by the UAW further solidifies Musk's reservations about unions. Understandably, he wants to avoid any association that may jeopardize a system that already functions exceptionally well. Musk's discontent with unions is not an isolated incident, given that the union's support played a role in President Biden's election. Musk perceives a president's favoritism towards unions as a form of gratitude for their assistance securing the office. However, Musk's lack of interest in joining a union goes beyond considering it a mere waste of time and resources. It may also carry political implications. Historically, Musk has predominantly supported Democratic candidates, casting his vote overwhelmingly in their favor. He's openly stated that he may have never voted for a Republican candidate in the past. However, in 2022, his political affiliation changed, and he voiced his support for Republican candidates, urging others to do the same. Given the significance of union support in upcoming elections, which typically leans towards Democrats, Musk may not view it favorably. Not long ago, Elon Musk was a proud Democrat who supported Barack Obama and later Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden. He recently expressed a change in his view, stating that he no longer supports the Democratic Party as he believes they promote division and hatred. Musk's statements did not go unnoticed as President Joe Biden appointed Missy Cummings, an engineering professor, as a special advisor for the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Cummings is focused on monitoring autonomous system companies like Tesla and GM, aiming to prevent accidents related to autonomous features in electric vehicles. The NHTSA has investigated Tesla's autopilot feature, targeting over 800,000 Tesla vehicles. Interestingly, the scrutiny began just as Tesla planned to enhance its self-driving capabilities. While Cummings has been critical of Tesla's self-driving technology, she appears to accept GM and Ford Motors more, favoring their use of LiDAR sensors for autopilot functionality. On the other hand, Tesla is transitioning to neural network for navigation, which Musk believes will be the safest and most advanced system once perfected, despite being more challenging to develop. The attention on Tesla from Cummings and the Biden administration may be seen as a subtle attack on the company without directly confronting Musk's dedicated fan base. If there is a concerted effort to undermine Tesla, Musk's proactive approach ensures that he stays ahead of the game. So that's it for today. What do you think? Feel free to let us know in the comment section below. Also, make sure to subscribe to our channel and click the bell button to get the latest updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.